Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Council of Cyber Friends, your home for video, geek pop culture discussion, and echoing, evidently.
Your home for echoing.
The intro's so nice you get to hear it twice. I am Christian Robinson. I'm going to be your host this afternoon, but joining me today, I have my lovely friends here who are all going to meet in a moment. This week, I have been geeking out about the new Star Wars trailer and analyzing every moment and trying to figure out what it could possibly mean. Hey, Tracy, what have you been geeking out about this week?
Hey, well, I've also been geeking out about a trailer. But the trailer I've been geeking out about is Jurassic World, the highly anticipated quadruple, the fourth movie in the Jurassic Park series. And I'm stoked as heck, and I hope that it is not a disappointment like the third one.
Hopefully, yeah. I am also excited about Jurassic World and seeing Chris Pratt be handsome and charming. Speaking of handsome and charming, hey, Julie, what have you been geeking out about this week?
I am geeking out about doing real life stuff. I've been really busy, I guess. So, working and going to your family, and I've been geeking out about your family.
Cool, cool. And just to tear down your cool person facade, also Fire Emblem.
No, I haven't gotten to play that yet.
Oh, that's true. Just geeking out about the potential of playing Fire Emblem.
Yeah. I played as Lucina in Smash Brothers like 6 times. That's my geeking out about Fire Emblem.
And last but certainly not least, hey Adam, what have you been geeking out about this week?
Hey, Christian. Buddy, can you hear me? Oh,
yeah, we can hear you.
Good, awesome. It keeps going in and out of muted and unmuted, and I'm not clicking it. This week, I've also been geeking out about a couple of trailers, one being the Star Wars trailer, one being the Jurassic World trailer. I think both of them look fantastic. I've also been geeking out over Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I went ahead and rewatched the whole first season. I take back where I previously said it was slow at the top. I don't think it ever was. It's actually really, really well written and drags you into a false sense of security and then smacks you in the face, which is what the whole show is leading up to. Brilliant.
Awesome. Well, speaking of getting smacked in the face, our subject of conversation this week is Super Smash Brothers. For those of you that may or may not know, the newest version of it has come out just within the past couple of weeks. And I have been spending a great deal of time on it, getting my ass kicked by my little toy friends that I can buy with it, because it comes with a toy component now, which I cannot help but resist. You get these little figures, they're really well made, and it adds in a little virtual friend that you can train how to fight, who can play with you. It's kind of like, and Adam and I had this discussion in person, kind of like having a real-life Pokemon that you train, and you feed it different equipment, you can train their moves, and it is going to become a disgusting obsession of mine, I can already tell. Just because it really taps into that obsessive geek compulsion, and now it's with Nintendo, and eventually, because they're going to introduce Mega Man, like just video game characters that I already have an unhealthy obsession with, and just taking it to that next level. And I think that's just what Smash Brothers has always been about, is just like, let's celebrate everything you love and just whip you into like the craziest geek frenzy that we can with this. And it's been great. We've had people over to the house, and like everybody can play it. Everybody has characters that they love. And so, I mean, it just is everything that you want video games to be, but just so rarely is it this perfect? As you can tell, I really like this game. So how about everybody else? I know everybody here has gotten to spend a little bit of time with it. Does anybody have any thoughts, or just like thoughts about the series in general?
Well, I think I started liking it enough that I wanted to buy Fire Emblem because they were just such cool characters in the game.
When I first played Smash Brothers, I like when back in the Nintendo 64, on the Nintendo 64, I think is where I first played it. Is that where it first existed, or was it on a Super Nintendo as well?
The N64 version was the very first one.
That was the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I first played it on the Nintendo 64, I remember very much thinking that this is a game that could take over my life. Like, this is a game
that could freeze up your internet connection.
Each character
is how big of a game.
Sorry, what's up?
You're just cutting in and out a little bit.
There we go. Hi. But I got obsessed with it because each character I wanted to play through beat the crap out of all the other people. It's like, okay, cool. I played that one, now the next one, now the next one, and I just got addicted to that.
It quickly became a favorite franchise of mine, and because I don't know, I've always loved, I guess, games where characters from different worlds that shouldn't be together come together, be it in, I don't know, movies or like that Roger Rabbit component of like, where else can you find these characters interacting together? And then, you know, Smash lets you have them just beat each other to death, which is a fun component. But it's kind of a great way of like all of these characters I love all in one place, and it's super fun. And it feeds into the I don't know, the video game nerddom, I guess. You can they have lots of fun Easter eggs, and you know, all the trophies are great little references to different games and characters and stuff. And it's kind of just a love letter to video game fans, and I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it just, particularly with, I think it was Melee that had this very weird storyline mode that tried to like, this is why all these characters are together, and it was in such a weird, surrealistic, convoluted way. And I believe Brawl had something similar to this, and it was just like, thanks for going through the trouble of trying to explain all this, but it wasn't really super necessary. Like, I didn't need to know the plausible reason why Sonic the Hedgehog is going to show up and fight Wario. Like, that's cool. But they just went so over the top with that story, and like, no man, there's a reason why this is all happening. Don't worry, like, we got this all figured out. I always thought that was kind of fascinating.
I kind of love that about it, though, and I miss it in the new game that they don't have that story mode to kind of, like, you know, that draws all these people together. It is unnecessary, but I like just really unnecessary, complicated stories. I'm an X-Men fan.
Me too. Me
Thanks,
too.
Chris
I'm in the exact same boat.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it whenever they try desperately to connect everything. It's always so fun to see how they try to do that and find those through lines. Like, remember that time that they were next to that really fast guy? Well, that fast guy also comes from the same universe as this fast guy.
Absolutely.
This is not to keep us on the discussion too long, but this has led to our own question of is the link in Smash Brothers the same link as in as in Mario Kart, and is this just fun party Link?
To the
It's a whole
scenes!
fully.
Princess, Zelda,
Princess?
I'm sorry to I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know we're getting ready to ride out into battle. I just had a couple of questions I need to ask you before I took command of my troops. Yeah.
Yes, that means yes. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, Princess. I understand you're under a lot of pressure. It's just this has been a very we're all under a lot of pressure. This adventure has gone in crazy ways. We've met so many people across the multidimension. I just wanted to say, like, what the fuck? I met this other Link, and he plays tennis all day, and that's how he reformed the Triforce. And I had to fight a 10-foot plant monster this morning and watch my best friend get killed. Why can't I just go play tennis, Zelda?
This is my fault?
Well, and you just seem to have you're able to tap into magic in the multiverse. You brought them all here. Why don't we all just go to the universe where they race carts against each other all day?
We're the ones that are supposed to suffer, Link. I'm the Zelda that suffers, and you're the Link that suffers.
I understand. I understand we have a destiny, Your Highness, but we have the power to get out of that destiny, and I really like go-karts. I think I'm going to resign and go race go-karts, Your Majesty.
You are my Link. I cannot have you resign.
You know what? I get that, but this other Link, he left his timeline completely and did this whole thing with masks and a moon, and it was real scary. But his timeline was fine after he left. I mean, it'll
You know
work
a
out.
lot about timelines.
Me and the other Links have been talking a lot. You brought us all together, and we just started gabbing, and I really like
This
those
is not
guys.
classically a thing you guys have done very much.
And that's another thing. Like,
You
we're
guys
ready to start
never talk,
expressing ourselves,
literally.
Zelda. Like, I'm not going to be silent anymore. I am more than just the hero of time. I make leather wallets. Did you know that?
You never seem to have very many rupees on you.
Because I have to spend them all the time. Do you know how frustrating that is? I am trying to save Hyrule, and some jerk in a shop can't just give me a bottle. I have to find money in the grass.
Look, do you know how many times I've been kidnapped in the last couple of years? All right, you want to bring shit down on
Okay.
me? Okay, buddy. You think I don't want to race a cart? Huh?
Princess, I understand that.
Zeldas race carts.
I understand that we all have our escapes. You dress like a guy sometimes and do karate, and I want to go
No, I
race
don't.
go-karts.
That's not me.
Okay, it is.
That's totally not me. Who is
You're-
Sheik? He's so handsome. I love Sheik. He's
We
so
all
handsome.
like Sheik, and we wish that Sheik was just
Who is that
You're-
guy? Out being mysterious and cool, probably, and
Prob-
playing great harp.
probably, ma'am. Probably.
You
See,
don't have
just
to call me ma'am.
We-
We're friends.
Your Highness. Are we friends? What is our relationship, Zelda? Where do we land?
I keep waiting for one of us to define that, Link.
Oh, you're just waiting for me to make the move?
Maybe I might date Sheik.
That's
He's been really into me. He's like, Zelda, you are the hottest lady that I know. Sheik told me that, and he's so cool.
right. Zelda, everybody knows that you're just Sheik.
I'm not Sheik.
Zelda, we all know it. Who
Sheik
else would
is
have
a
the Triforce
guy.
of Wisdom in their hand? It's just you, Your Highness.
Sheik got that because Sheik was like, Zelda, you're so cool with that hand thing. I want to get it too. I started a trend. I thought you were following it, honestly.
No, I'm the hero of time. I have a different Triforce. You don't even pay attention to me.
So Sheik can't have a hand thing.
You know what? I'm just gonna go fight a couple other guys on a racetrack. This whole thing's gonna work itself out. You got this lady that fights with a book.
I'm gonna make out with Sheik.
That's fantastic, Your Highness.
I'm going to.
That's fantastic. Edit.
Cut to Mega Man and Sonic having a conversation. So, sorry, hi, I'm Mega Man.
Sonic the Hedgehog, how you doing?
Hey, do you recognize any of these guys? Like, I
Oh, God.
have no idea what's going on here.
All right, you know what, Rock Kid? Like, you're gonna see a lot of weirdos come and go in this racket. Trust me. But every time we put together another tournament, it's a whole different crew of weirdos.
Like,
All
see,
right?
I usually, like, my thing is I just fight other robot masters. Like
I was a robot fighting guy too. I'm
Oh,
right
really?
there
Oh,
with
that's
you.
awesome. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
great.
yeah. My guy trapped little woodland creatures inside of robots. What'd your guy do?
Oh my God, that's horrifying.
Oh, so it's not a big deal. I'd blow up the robot and the little animal would fall out. It's fine.
Like living creatures inside of the robots? But no.
He just hated life, I think was his deal. He wanted to turn everything into robots. But you were already a robot.
Yeah, oh yeah, I pretty much everybody I know is a robot except for my creator, Dr. Light, and
Oh,
Dr.
Humies.
Wiley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to watch out for that.
Yeah, no, our robots are just robots. They just have robot stuff in them.
Yeah.
And
Well, here you're going to fight all kinds of stuff. You don't know. Like, every round you might be fighting a guy. You might be fighting a ghost. Ghost of a guy.
I think that goes against my programming. I'm not allowed to I'm not allowed to attack a living human.
Programming. Kids, you're going to get over that really fast. My whole thing was finding a bunch of Chaos Emeralds to restore balance to the universe. Now my main goal is to beat the shit out of a two-dimensional guy. That's all I got going on. Okay, you just need to change your priorities when you enter this thing.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this ethically.
Uh-huh. Okay, you just find a way to make it work for you, okay? Look at this guy. Okay, this guy over here. He originally was a chosen hero. Okay, he went through a crazy adventure. He beat a guy in the womb. Do you understand how crazy that is? Him and his kid friends? And now he's over it. Now he just beats up other guys with his psychic powers, and he just moves on with his life.
Are you saying that kid beat up a pregnant woman?
Okay, he had to go into the womb of a pregnant woman to stop an evil from being born. We talked about it over lunch between matches one time. It's a thing that happened where he's from.
What? I don't understand.
Are you guys talking about me?
Yeah, hey Ness. Yeah, I was just introducing the new guy around, and I was telling him about how you beat the guy in the womb.
Okay. Yeah, I was a robot at the time.
That's right. Oh yeah, he's also got robot stuff.
Oh, you're a robot.
Yeah.
This is great. Look, we all got like robot stuff happening.
I have a yo-yo.
Oh, I have a Mega Blaster.
And I got gold rings and springs that come out when I jump up in the air.
Okay.
Hey, you got a spring dog too thing, yeah?
Yeah, I got a spring dog. Yeah, his name is Rush.
We should compare springs between matches sometime.
We should. Hey, I got this thing where if I touch another robot, I can absorb their powers.
Mm-hmm.
If I touch this kid, am I gonna be fighting babies?
You know, it seems to work different. You know, things that worked where you're from may work better here, and they may not work at all.
We cut to a courtroom. I'm sorry, Honor. I just thought if I touched that kid, I'd gain his powers.
Excuse me. That is not even a defense. You have straight up told me you've touched that child.
I just thought I'd gain his power. I absorb powers.
What powers did you think you were going to gain by getting into that schoolyard and touching that child?
I don't know, Your Honor.
I heard he was pretty good at finger painting. Were you trying to absorb his finger painting?
I have no artistic ability whatsoever. Not a whit of it.
Has it been a problem for you for a long time now? Have you been trying to absorb other children's powers for art?
I've been trying to absorb, like, everyone's powers, all right? Again, I'm not a pedophile. I was touching that child to gain his powers.
Excuse me, when a person has to say I'm not a pedophile, 9 times out of 10, they're not telling the truth. So,
Your Honor, if I may object.
no, please, absolutely.
Could I confer with my client here? Just a moment.
That'd be great.
All right. What are you doing? Talking about you can't say pedophile in here.
Well, I'm not one, okay? Look,
That's fine, but
my name is Proto Man. I am a robot that absorbs other robots' powers.
I understand.
They tried to make me take off my sunglasses. It's a visor that is attached to my head.
I understand. I explained to them it's part of your face. I just...
Counsel, defendant Proto-Man.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just so you know, you're whispering very loudly.
Let me turn down my volume. Thank
you. Oh my gosh. This is. I'm sorry. I'm not usually doing like robot law. Like I usually. I'm more maritime law. I'm Phoenix Wright. If I hadn't introduced myself to you already.
You actually did as being my lawyer.
I feel like as your counsel, I should have introduced myself to you.
No, it's all right. I knew who you were.
I was more just like, holy shit, this is a
excuse me.
Oh yes, Your Honor.
We've been sitting here for like 2 minutes in silence now.
Oh,
Mr. Wright, I'm just gonna start to grab you. Can I just start to grab you, kind of?
I really don't.
I would like to absorb your law powers.
Proto-Man, please put your hands down. Do not.
I'm just going to touch everyone in this courtroom.
Don't stop touching everyone in this courtroom.
Oh God! I object.
Jane.
Edit. We cut to a grisly crime scene. So you were at work. Your wife gave you a panic call. When you came home, that's when you discovered her body. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I've written all this down. I would just like to say I'm going to start by opening up all of your personal effects. I'm just going to start reading all your personal notes, see if anything randomly connects. If anything does, I'm just going to store it in my belt here. I have my young assistant. I have an 8-year-old boy who's also going to be coming around the crime scene. Don't worry, sir. I am a professor. My name is Professor Layton. I am not. I'm not part of the police force at all, but I'm very good at connecting clues. So we are going to get this. We're going to get this figured out for you, sir. Do I have a place I can put my top hat, by the way?
Absolutely not. No, please. You have to leave, okay? I'm waiting for the police to show up. This is.
Sir, I am a professor of puzzles. Do not worry. I am going to get this figured out for you. Already, okay. I am guessing that this bloodstain pattern seems to match an Italian restaurant that I'm aware of in town. So I'm going to go see if there's some sort of connection there. Show all the personal items. Excuse me?
It looks like the Italian restaurant.
It looks like a design that's in the bathroom of the Italian restaurant. I made a drawing of it here on my notepad so I could remember it later on. I'm just going to go take various clues that I've gathered here and see if anything springs loose at that restaurant.
You didn't have time to draw that since you've come into the house. Like that is obviously a drawing.
As a professor of puzzles, I just need to see it, and then the drawing appears. It's part of the service as a professor of puzzles, sir. Once again, I'm very sorry about your loss.
Did I see you outside my home last night?
Yeah, I had a feeling that this was connected to a larger case. There's a box of jewels that is missing. And I seem to be able to walk over near this house, so I figured that there was going to be something important about this eventually. So yes, yeah, we were walking around doing a little preliminary clue hunting. You sure there isn't some place I can put my top hat down?
Please!
It's very warm.
You have got to leave. Okay? You've got to get out of here. The police are... Why do you do this to people?
Because I love puzzles, sir. Do you have anything that you've loved? Oh, I suppose that you probably... I'm sorry.
I did have something.
You know what? I'm going to hit up that Italian restaurant. Let me just go ahead and take these personal effects.
No, those are my wives!
I just need to show this to a couple of hundred people and just see if anything happens, okay?
No, there were things in there that I need to keep. It's like, oh God.
This ring seems really important, sir. I mean, this could really unlock the whole missing jewel mystery that I'm working on.
That's my wife's ring. That had nothing to do with any other jewels.
Try to see the larger picture here, sir. Your wife's death is merely a puzzle piece in a larger, much more interesting puzzle. I just can't wait to solve.
My wife is dead. You are just interested in the concept of figuring out a bigger thing than that?
It's my thing. It's life's a puzzle, and I'm gonna. You know what? You just go ahead and keep my top hat,
I don't want your
And
damn
once again,
top
it's the best top hat!
It's a... What?
It is the best top hat! Only professors of puzzles get top hats.
Why did you put it on me?
I felt so sorry for your loss.
My...
I'm gonna leave my assistant here with you until the police arrive at some point, hopefully. But we'll see how that goes.
It's okay, sir. I've seen a dead body before.
Oh, I understand.
Good boy.
I really don't want you to leave this 8-year-old in my charge right now.
He is just as capable in the ways of puzzling as I am, sir.
I believe that wholeheartedly. Like, not even a part of me thinks that this kid isn't as good at this as you are.
Thank you.
Not a compliment to either of you.
Oh.
Edit.
Well, I can get in a cart if I want to. Who else will ride in a cart with Princess Zelda? Hmm?
Ma'am, I'm sorry to tell you that particular version of racing has ended. It's single. We've moved on to single-person carts now, Your Majesty.
This is awkward.
Sorry, Mark.
Then I shall drive my own. Where is my horse?
We have a cart that has 2 mechanical horses on the front and a motorcycle that looks like a horse. Sorry, I'm Lakitu, by the way. I didn't introduce myself, Your Majesty.
I am Zelda.
Yeah, I know how it is. I usually ride around in a cloud most of the time, but you got to change how things work, right?
I wish to become more fun. For people tell me I am a drag. This I do not believe to be a truth. Thus, I am here to participate within your merriment.
Excellent. More the merrier. More the merrier. Mario here, he's been here since the beginning. He's an excellent racer.
He's so true.
Yeah. We just take these carts, we go around the track, we throw shells at each other.
He's so fun.
Squid ink is okay.
I hate to win the squid.
Will I be kidnapped?
No kidnapping. No, we just we race around a track.
I'm willing to sacrifice my happiness for the good of the race if need be.
Princess Zelda, let me tell you from another person from another timeline who has been in the same boat that you are. Here, there is no kidnapping. No fire-breathing dragons. Well, there are some, but they're really fun. They just race alongside you, and they're all like, "Oh, next time." It is a wonderful place. You will love it.
Yeah, all the pressure's off. You just race.
Yes. I mean, sometimes I will throw a shell at you right when you are going over a ramp, and you will fall, and
Right.
you will get really pissed. But when you come back from our friend Lakitu, you will merely go back onto the race.
We must bring along weaponry. Shall I bring my bow and arrow?
No, it is a kind of provided for.
I've already shot the lizard.
Whoa! Yoshi! Oh my god!
No!
He had kids! You monster!
I thought he was a monster.
He had a cute little
I
saddle
thought-
on and little boots!
He's my best friend.
I didn't know what had saddled the beast, but I thought I should cut it down.
Oh man, you are way
Master
too severe for
return.
this race. Oh
This
man,
is
we're gonna have to get a
not okay.
one-up mushroom and the whole thing now.
He survived all of the wars. He survived all of the wars. And to die like this on the day he was just gonna race. Oh.
I can give my life to flow it back within him.
Tag out
Yes.
Adam. Zelda, we just use tennis rackets. We use tennis rackets here, okay?
This is a net made of my soul.
You know what? I'm just a
It hurts
transgender
every
dinosaur that
time.
shoots eggs out of his mouth, okay? Like we all have our thing. If that's gotta be your thing, that's fine.
Are you male or female, by the way?
Okay, you know what? I get that a lot. Scene!
We never get an answer.
We never get an
There's
answer.
never an answer.
Birdo is whatever he wants to be.
Yep.
Like the toads.
Exactly. Yeah, that was an unnecessary, weird thing I read about recently, that they don't have gender, but that they totally have gender.
They get to choose their
Toads
own
don't have gender?
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess they get to choose to be toad or toadettes.
yeah. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh.
I also think that's wonderful. There's no gender binary in
Yeah.
the world of the toads.
Yeah.
like toadette's just a toad that's like, you know what? I think I'm a girl. I'm gonna be a girl. That's
I like
fine.
having little braid things on my
Yeah, like I wonder if
mushroom
when they
hat.
decide to be a girl, their hair grows into braids with mushroom caps. Like, is that just what happens? It's like, boop.
And they start talking higher.
Well, awesome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Next week, we may discuss gender issues in the Nintendo universe. Who knows? You have to tune in next week on the Council of Cyber Friends to find out. Have a good Sunday, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.